Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel and tutorial. And today I'm going to talk about the null safety introduced in that 2 point something, or I don't know the version, but it's just a new null safety, and now it's going to be supported on Flutter framework. So without further ado, let's do what we do always, is to go to that pad and just check it out. So let me create a new project. So let me make it a new project, and it's going to be just that, and I'm going to enable HTML for now, and we have it. So but this is just a normal typical Dart project, and we are going just to use the null safety. If you see down here, you can see that we have the null safety checked. If I uncheck it, the bug, the error we have here is gone. But if we check it back, then we are going to be in a world where we are no aware. So what do we mean by no safety? So in programming, there is something called null variables, or sometimes when you think that a variable will be having the value, but you get a surprise when value is null. And this has been a problem in software development industry, where null variable really costs a lot of money, billions of dollars, by the way, for software that has this bug. And that's why Dart is now introducing no safety. So what do we mean here? So for example, this header.txt is said to be to have the potential to be null. Okay. Now, what does that mean? So it means that this variable can be null. Therefore, that's why we have this expression here. Uh, this expression, it can be null. So now we need to check it before we use it, because who knows, this variable can be null. So that's why in old school of that, you would do something like this. If you do something like this, the bug is going to go, because you have already checked if the variable is not null, then you are going to access the text of that variable. But this is not no safety. This is something that already exists in an existing way. So what do we mean by that now, no safety? So this is something this is example, or like this is similar to something like this, where you can say that this integer is a it's just declared, and I'm checking if this variable is not null. This is nothing new. This is something we are familiar with. And what is null safety anyway? So null safety, if you're thinking about initializing an unvariable variable, to a null value, it's just used to insert rate before the variable type. You know, that's what a null variable is going to work. It's going to insert rate before the variable type. So I mean, in a normal programming language, it's like Kotlin now. Rate is just a keyword that is now familiar. Uh, so but using the rate keyword, has some side effects. So one is that the data analyzer is going to, doesn't require to immediately initialize a rate variable to this null value. So then the runtime readily initialize the date variable. For example, if a non-variable instance is variable, must be calculated. So this is the case of something we have here. So for that case, adding rate modifier would have to delay the calculation until the first use of instance variable. That is the side of effect of using the rate variable. So now we understand what is an R variable. Now we need to understand how to come out of those issues. So with now no safety, the analyzer can often recognize, can recognize when a variable or expression inside a function has a nullable type, but can have a null value. Okay. So because in nutshell, a null is also a type, is another type. Same as string. So you can say like my variable is going to have a type of null rather than being the value now can be a type. So when dealing with null variable or expression, always be sure to handle null values, because not like the old schools where you had to guess something like this, putting the question mark before accessing the variable to check if it's nullable. Now you're going to be explicit about if you need to have a null variable or null value. So, for example, there's no need of this statement of question mark or something like this. I think you're familiar, like where you say, okay, if this variable is here, is not here, then use something like this. This was something that we are familiar with. So not anymore, not anymore with this uh, no no safety. There's no more need of just writing this statement like this. So but the similar code with these would be like, instead of writing something like this, you are going to do instead like, if this things is null, you know and return something like return null. Otherwise, return these things. Okay, this would be much more clear and more null aware of the thing. So that's how the code will be transformed in a null safety, but that's not a null safety anyway. So we are just being close to what is a null safety is. So let me bear with me. So I'll explain that to you. So I explained what is a null safety and how what was the question was introduced in software development, where the null is introduced and a developer doesn't know what is going on, and sometimes these cost a lot of billions to fix. So that's what we have now. How do we create a null safety thing? So because now we are in null safety aware environment. Now every time when you create like an integer and make it like age to 23, this declaration is going to be now aware. This is explicitly saying that this variable will never be null. So that's what we have. So and we'll be sure that this variable will never be null. And at the compiler time, at the analyzer time, where the DAT is doing its things of checking the variable, the DAT is going to make sure that it gives you the enough information for you to to know if this variable is null or not. And yes, so let me see something else. So what did we cover for now? So even though the null safety was not, a thing, was not supported, we have seen that we were able to just have that functionality by using keyword like this in order to be null aware. So in order for us to be sure that this integer, like for example, at the declaration time, is not null. And we were also able to check before using the variable that, okay, is this variable null? Do we have this variable? Yes, use it. Or not, if this variable doesn't exist, use something like this. So this was something that was a workaround about the null issue. Okay, so and we had something like this where you need to check the, like we had something like this where you needed to check, of course this is going to be an error, but we had something like this where you need to check if something is is in a list and you don't want to access something like a property within a list that doesn't exist. So that was how we could solve, the null issue in that before 2 point something, 2.2, before 2.10. So, and that's how we use to work around the null safety. So now, what is null safety introduced anyway? So null safety by default, the variable declaration are going to be by default null aware. So this declaration here, same as like if we put string name equals to Richard, for example, this variable declaration by default is going to be null aware. There's no need for you to check if this name is null or what, because by default it's going to require you to pass this name by default, because by default now variable are null aware. So you need to explicitly set that you need this variable to be null if you want, but if you don't want, there's no need of checking like these things we have been doing here and here, because by default the variable cannot be null. So I hope you understand now what is a null safety introduced in that 2.10 and above. And if you have a question, please let me know in the comment, and also please share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want to grow the community of developers and tech enthusiasts, where we can develop solutions for you all, and we can share, and we can grow this economy, this can you grow economy. I think we can grow this community to where we can develop applications, and we share expertise that we get from developing software on a daily basis. I hope you like this video, and please share to your friends. Bye.